Hello and welcome again to one of the other sessions or classes that I have, or welcome to Dr. English. This is Dr. Mafi. I've been teaching English for a long time now. And today's lesson is about how much and how many, okay? How much and how many. If you have watched the previous videos or one of the past episodes that we talked about the nouns and their classifications, whether it comes in uncountable nouns or countable, and the countable is divided into singular and plural forms, right? Like when we talked about, for example, nouns per se, and also we talked about there is and there are, existence of people, objects, whatever, right? Now, today, we are going to focus on how we can make a question, beginning with how much or how many. Well, obviously, for uncountable nouns, we use how much because we can't count those objects like water, like tea, coffee, and the other gases, liquids and gases like oxygen, air, or some even solid objects such as bread, soap, right? Furniture, these words, and some other words that we call abstract nouns also, right? Anyway, we use how much for uncountable nouns. Like how much water is there in the glass? How much water is there in the glass? The answer would be there is a lot. There's a lot of water. There's a lot of water, or there's a little water. There's a lot of water, or there's a little water. Do you remember that? In the previous episodes, or there is and there are, I talked about some, which is a neutral amount of uncountable nouns like water, tea, coffee, milk, right? And I said if you want to be not, let's say, neutral, then we say a lot of or a little, right? Or little. Here, the answer would be something like that. So there is a lot or there is a little water in the glass, okay? But you can say, obviously, there's some water, but the question would go further than some, which is a neutral amount, okay? Or how much tea do you drink a day? How much tea do you drink a day? For example, you may answer, I drink 2 cups of tea. 2 cups of tea a day. Or maybe you drink much more than that, right? Well, but for countable nouns, it doesn't matter whether it's singular or plural. The answer would be, well, the question would be how many books? How many books? Not book. We don't, ask about the singularity of those or single countable nouns. We always ask about the plural noun. This is the way we ask questions in English. So how many books are there on the desk? How many books are there on the desk? Or how many pens does she need to write, for example, a book? How many pens does she need? Okay? And note books, not book, pens, not pen, because of many. So when there is many, when you hear or see or read many, obviously the noun after it is plural. It comes in the plural form, not singular form. Always how many books? How many books? How many pens? And the possible answer would be like, for example, there are 2 books on the desk, or there are many books on the desk, or there are a lot of books on the desk, or there are a few books on the desk, right? There are a few books on the desk. And also, how many pens does she need, for example, to write an article? Obviously, 1 pen is enough, right, to write an article. Of course, if the pen is okay or pleasant. Well, or she needs a few pens to write, for example, a novel, right? So this is the way we ask and answer questions about nouns, whether they are uncountable or countable. Well, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell and subscribe. Thank you for watching us.